Evening all, we're about to go live. Tonight we're talking about live selling. Is it the future? Stay tuned. Hello? Anyone there? You waiting? Is anyone waiting? Belle? There's some people waiting here.
Hi.
Hello? Anyone there? Hang on a second, what's this? There is a duck race later on.
I ate that duck. Now the favourite person of the show is here.
Say hello, cooks. Say hello.
Because we all know that's what people come for, don't they? They don't come to see us. They come to see the dog.
I think we need to go and get ready. So see you in a minute.
Bye!
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Another Monday night.
I know. It's all right. It's one more Monday closer to Christmas. Woohoo!
Fair enough. Yeah, Belle's already in the Christmas spirit. We've got our decorations up already. It's done. It's finished.
Yeah. All for Lana and Steve. Just because they hate Christmas so much.
Yeah, they came to see us. They spent the day with us on Sunday yesterday. So Belle went round. They did all the decorations Saturday night because she knows that they don't particularly do a lot of Christmassy stuff.
They had a right good gripe on the whatnot on Friday, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna throw up Christmas at you. Bleh. And I did. I even bought my little Christmas tree. I will force Christmas on you. Right, that's enough Christmas talk anyway.
Right. Welcome back to the show. We've got loads on tonight. We have sale of the week. We've got pickup of the week. Have we got an oh-no? Yeah, we've got an oh-no. It's a half an oh-no, really. We've got This Is Heavy. We're going to talk about live selling. Is live selling the future of reselling? Maybe. I don't know. But let's have a chat about it a little bit later on in the show. And also the prospect of eBay coming in with live selling to what do you call it? To butt heads with whatnot. There's a certain prospect of it next year. Is that a thing? A certain prospect
could blow them out of the park.
Could blow them out of the park, but by the time they come in, they might be too late.
The size. You have to compare the sizes of the platforms, don't you?
eBay's massive. Potentially live selling on eBay. Wow, I've seen some of it in the US. We'll talk about it later anyway. But in the meantime, Belle's going to say hello to as many people as possible in the 2 allotted minutes that she gets each week. So if you're new here, please say hello in the chat. If you've never said hello before, please say hello, and this is your chance.
And I don't know why my chat's changed, but it did change because I did notice when I first came on it that E&G was first one in. I'm gonna highlight that because he was so pleased that he was the first person in the chat, but you're now not on here for some reason. So you were first.
Anyway, are you ready, babes?
Ready, steady, go.
Go.
Once Love Treasures, Peter Ray, Deborah Nardone, The Monkey Thrifter, Lenny's Attic, Elaine Park.
Stephen Law's actually the first. He was in ages ago, 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay. On 9 he wasn't it? It was E&G. You put me off now. Fluffy Muffin, RS, Karen Evans, Emsden, Jason Enswhistle, T. Kate, Jeff Davis, Lisa, Alan Starbuck, Brummy Time Lord, Tap Peddler, Pam and Bell, Fletch One, Secret Carter, Chris Tyler, Tam and Bell Resells, Peter Ray. Come on, give me a new name. Armsy, Samuel MBE, Lynn Jeffries. It's all the same names. Kevin Hawthorne. I'm struggling. Fletch One, Armsy, Bills and Moon, Limelight Vinci, Rachel Dunn, Pixel Fix, Pat Walker, The Luxury Pickers, Lisa, Delboy Dan, Night's Life, Dave Woodward, Once Love Treasures, Santa Claus, Sean and Christine, Paul Clement,
Welcome,
Retro
everybody.
Electrical Repair.
Retro electrical repair.
Yeah.
I think that might be Tommy Lee.
Johnny Forticourts, Fletch One. Come on, give me a new name. Bumcrack Picker, Soft Cell 68,
Welcome,
AC
Bumcrack.
Global Reselling, George's Treasure Shed, Left-Handed Hummingbird, Richard Foster, Rachel Dunn.
I've lost you. I'm trying to ping
Matt
people up.
Matt W. Yatt, Movie Chat, See What You Buy, Kelly, Lizzie, hello, that's my sister, and I'm at the bottom, Richard Foster.
Bloody hell! I was trying to catch up with you there by pinging people up, and I couldn't.
Loads of people had been having chats, so it was all the same names.
Is the signal all right today, guys? Because I'm on my screen, I'm showing on one little bar on StreamYard, and that's not a good sign. So let me know if the screen is all right, the picture and whatnot.
Tommy Lee Retro Electrical Repair.
Tommy, I thought it was. He said he was changing his name, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, because he's just popped up. He's been a member for 15 months.
Ah, nice one. Thank you, Tommy. And welcome, everybody.
I don't think I missed anybody then, trying to scan between all the names. I think a few people got more than one hello, but hey.
You have missed Michelle on Facebook.
Well, that's because I can't see Facebook. But hello, Michelle.
Oh, it's not Michelle's fault.
I know it's not Michelle.
So don't blame her.
Can still see your mug, Chris.
Who said that?
Oh, because you were asking how the thing is. Liz.
All right, okay.
Liz said she can still see your mug.
Samuel MBE. Did we say hello to Samuel MBE?
I did say hello to Samuel MBE. And Samuel MBE, your Secret Santa is in the process of being made. I'm hoping.
Being made?
I'm hoping that it's going to be made in time for me to send it to you. But yes, I won't say anything else.
Oh.
Hopefully it turns out all right as well, or I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Santa's been a member for 15 months as well. Silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold.
Everyone's wishes for silver and gold.
Dave's had a good day. Third ever 1K day. Nice, Dave. Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations. Speaking of congratulations, let's get it out of the way.
Hang on a second. Michelle says, hello, my first live chat.
Oh, hello, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. And
welcome.
Thank you for coming and saying hello to us as well.
We've got this to do, actually, before we crack on.
They kept it very quiet last week.
They did a bit of low key.
Week, but we didn't.
Happy birthday! Woo!
Happy birthday to you, Paul. Happy birthday to you, Paul. Happy birthday to Paul from Amsterdam. Happy 50th birthday to you. Woo!
Wow. 50 years old. You old
that
fart.
one quiet, didn't you? Not no more. It's on the internet.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We forgot last week, actually. We should have done it last week, but Emsden's Paul. I might have another VT for them, actually, but it might just be Marie. I'm not sure. Let me just play this and see what it is.
We love cooking the Haydens. We love cooking the Haydens. We love cooking the Haydens.
Oh, yeah, that was that one. Hang on a second. What's this one?
Cooking the Haydens that are really kind, lovely people, very funny. We love cooking the Haydens. We love cooking the Haydens. We love cooking the Haydens.
You know what that looks like? And don't take this the wrong way. This is just a bit of fun. That looks like one of those, you know, those terrorist videos where they're being told to say what they have to say.
Cooking the Haydens that are really kind, lovely.
Being held captive there.
Being forced to say.
Shouldn't
that she
joke
loves
about
us
that,
by
really.
us.
Shouldn't joke about that, but I just thought for a second it just looked like that.
Fletch says, Belle, you said Fletch won 3 times, but not Fletch the original.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Miss Fletch.
Sorry. Delboy said, just a reminder, Chris, for last week's duck
Yes.
race winner.
I did write it down here. Thank you, Dan. I've not heard from last week's winner. Who was it? Last week's winner is in danger of not having their prize. You've got like 24 hours to claim it. Who won it? I don't know. Was it Hermitage something?
Do you not write these things down?
I normally do. The one week I haven't written it down.
We'll have to go back and look unless someone can remember.
Where's Santa? Who was it last week?
Phil Higginson has joined us.
Hi, Phil.
He said hello, not late.
And you missed Paul Baker as well. Paul Baker, you missed.
But did you come in after I said the hellos? Because I don't remember seeing your name, Paul. You could have come in after we finished saying them. But if not, I apologise. Hi, Paul. Phil said hello, not late. Was replying to a message from a buyer who doesn't read dispatch details nor tracking. You all know the type.
I'm just reading through the chat here. I'm just looking absolute cringe. I looked very warm then, says Stan.
Oh, Sam says, I've finished yours.
That was their first video, was it, Lisa? Was it?
Just hope you've got space to fit it in. Chris is going to go mad.
Oh, God. What are you sending?
Oh, my God. What are you sending? Please let it be a life-size Dobby. Please let it be a life-size Dobby.
I think the M's VT is AI enhanced, apparently. Junie D just walked into a clip of Marie from Emsden looking possessed by Chris. Johnny John won race number 95. Was that last week then? That must have been last week. Johnny John. So Johnny John, I'm going to set a deadline because otherwise these things linger on forever. You got 24 hours, Johnny John, to claim last week's duck race prize. Otherwise, it will roll on to next week. You've been warned. You've had a whole week, which means you've not watched back.
Oh, Liz has spotted the cup. Do you know, Liz, after our conversation earlier, I got it out just for you in case you were watching. Sending hugs. Sending hugs. This is me and my sister sat outside Hogwarts after we've received our letters. In my fantasy world.
Johnny John, yeah, we've got Johnny John now.
Belle said you celebrate all year round.
Race 96 today, yeah. Pixel Fix has got a comment. Pixel Fix says, had a real bad one on eBay this week. Seller opens a return item as faulty. It wasn't, they messed with the settings. They asked if I could fix it and send it back, which I did. Then the minute it was delivered back to them, escalated a claim and eBay automatically refunded. Now won't respond to messages. Item set. Yeah, that's a tricky one, that. Have you tried getting on and explaining the whole situation to the eBay for Business Facebook page? They are normally really good at resolving some situations. So I would try that first, explain the whole thing, what's happened, and see if they can help you out with that. That sounds complicated to sort out.
Tam and Bell said they just commented on last week's stream, but there was 15 minutes of lag, so it might show up late.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got a bit of an itch on my chin here. Night's Life Rich says, I paid $150 for a bull worker. What's a bull worker?
I have no idea what a bull worker is.
And sold it for $39.95. Nice sale, Rich.
Sounds
but I don't know what a
interesting.
bull worker is.
Andy Incognito has joined us. Hello. Movie chat says I'm not awake for the duck race these days. Too much waffle. Oh, he's off already. He's off.
Rob's made it early tonight. Welcome, Rob. Rob normally drops in with about a minute left and then messages me.
Les says we missed them. Hi, Les. Sorry if I missed you. Richard says, have you thought about the key rings? He wants one.
Oh, yeah. No, I've not really thought about it, to be honest. I forgot about that. I'll make a note. I'll make a mental note. Rob says, Chris, how have your simulcast videos been doing? You mean the podcast ones where I've been putting them on Spotify and Apple, what do you call it? Apple Podcasts, Apple Music and Amazon and stuff. The actual video's been doing all right, but it takes a while to get any traction on the podcast. I think we're approaching about 80 downloads or something on the audio podcasts. So I don't think that's too bad considering we've only put two out. So hopefully, like as we add more to the catalog, it will slowly start bringing people back, and then people might listen to the older ones, whatever. So I'm just going to build it slowly, one a week. I'll talk to you in a bit about who's on this week.
Night's Life says it's a chest expander.
Oh,
okay.
I've never heard of that in my life.
ABL says, oosh, another Amazon sale. Star Wars Blu-rays, the 3 original movies, £7.50 paid, sold for 60 quid. That's a nice
good.
little
Yeah.
sale as well.
Oh, after all that, Rob didn't mean what I was talking about. I mean, you've been doing videos of your auctions on YouTube. Oh, no, I only did that twice, Rob. I just did it in the early days twice. The problem is, if I do that from Whatnot to YouTube, I can't have any music playing on Whatnot. And I like to have the music playing. I think it gives it a bit of atmosphere. So I have to kind of, if I'm going to simulcast onto YouTube, I have to forego the music on Whatnot. So I'd rather not do that.
Paul says, is it just me or does this happen to everyone else? When I send offers out to watchers for an item, a totally different item sells, which had no watchers. No, but I'd like that to happen.
Just coincidence, Paul, I reckon. Michelle on Facebook says, do you rate Bolton Car Boot? I mean, I went there a few weeks ago. Dave's in the chat, ABL. He goes a lot. But I went a few weeks back. You might have seen the video. I enjoyed it. The only problem is you got to be there super early, like really early, just to avoid all the queuing and parking issues. So, yeah, I thought it was decent.
Fletchman says, can't believe they don't know what a bull worker is, the youth of today.
That's true. Yeah, I'm just too young for that.
And while I'm thinking about it, because I don't know if you're in tonight, and we completely forgot after spending about 15 minutes chatting to you on Sunday morning to ask what your name was. But hello to whoever we met on Sunday morning. Very nice chatting to you.
Yeah, we went to a little boot sale, a little indoor boot sale that we'd never been to before. And somebody, the minute we got to the door, somebody said hello to us.
Yeah, and they
which
were
was
a
nice.
lovely couple.
And we bought some stuff off them.
And we did buy a few little bits. But I literally, as we walked away and got in the car, and I thought we didn't even ask like what the YouTube name was or anything to see if we'd recognise it.
I know we should have done
It
that.
was
I always
early.
forget.
It was
I
early.
always forget to do that. Retro electrical repair. That's quite a mouthful, that, Tommy. Everyone had a bulwark in the 80s. Well, maybe if you were a certain, yeah, exactly. I wasn't like even 10 for most of the 80s. So I guess you got to be of a certain age, Tommy.
Richard Foster says, gave you the idea. How about a free cap on Very Cheeky?
I ain't got any left at the minute. We've only got these two. That's it. I am planning on getting a few more made again and giving some away, and I might sell some on Whatnot, and yeah, I'll give some away and sell some so that they become like self-funding.
We do it in little batches every so often.
Yeah,
we just sort of get stuff in, and then you just have to be here when we've got it.
Yeah. Shabbat says, anybody else having trouble listing tonight? Typed up a listing three times for it to error page me. I've not been listing tonight. I've only been listing today, and I ain't done a lot of that either because I've been sorting out. See all that? Shift your head a bit, babes. I've been sorting out all the t-shirts for Wednesday's Whatnot show. It's a t-shirt show. In fact, it's called Terrific.
Terrific. Woohoo.
Thanks to ChatGPT for coming up with that name.
Delboy, Delboy says, had a buyer from Kenya who bought a bundle of faulty iPads and messaged to say they have no funds to pay. Yes, I'll send it for free. Well, we all love a trier. We all love a trier.
Rob says, what are you guys...
What do you guys call those sales? I forgot the names we call them. Rummage sales. They're
Jumble
like
sales.
Church, like tabletops.
Jumble sales. Tabletop sales, probably jumble sales. I reckon he's talking about that.
They started calling them indoor car boots, so
yeah,
that's sort of the new name for them.
Yeah, bum crack. It's got to be jumble sales, isn't
it? Are we at the bottom?
Yes. Right. What we got on tonight? So we've shouted out Johnny John. You were the winner of the last week's duck race, and you haven't claimed your prize. So from this point onwards, is it 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock tomorrow night is your deadline to claim the prize. Otherwise, it gets rolled over. Let's move on then. Oh, hang on a second. Rob's got a question. Chris, how did you end up doing with those jackets that had the bands on the back?
Denim
They've all gone. They've all gone. I sold. How many did they have? About 50.
You had a fair few.
I had about 50. I sold around 35, and then I bundled the last lot. I bundled them up, sold them cheap. Somebody bought them off me, viewer or Instagram follower. Might even be watching now. But yeah, I sold the last lot off in one big job lot. So yeah, they've all gone.
As Monkey was just saying there, I had the best one, 50p into 189
Yeah.
for a plastic duck.
Yeah, it was a Resident Evil, you know, one of those
yes,
ducks.
I did see it. I saw that. Yeah. Bloody hell, that was good, wasn't it? That wasn't a prize, was it? No, was that something you bought? You just said 50p. Don't worry. Don't worry. Ignore me. Ignore me.
Once Love says, I have a complaint, Chris. I started watching your Whatnot auctions 3 weeks ago, and now I have a growing collection of soda pops, which I don't collect. Well, Paul, you do collect them now.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Yeah, you start collecting. Now,
TK
do you need any T-shirts, Paul? Because Wednesday, I've got rafts of T-shirts.
TK says it's annoying. You go to a car boot and there are 4 grannies and 2 tables. Well, we ended up going to another one, didn't we? With
what
Steve
was that
and
one?
Lana.
Sorry,
they said it's annoying when you go and there's like 4 grannies and 2 tables. Yeah. But sometimes they're the best. You can pick up loads of stuff. But we ended up going to one in Real with Steve and Lana that we caught at last minute. And we went in. There was nobody in there. Everybody had packed up. It was supposed to be until like 3, 4, and everyone had packed up at 12:30. But I went in and spent £8 and managed to get 8 gel nail polishes. Now, all the ladies out there that know about gel nail polish will know that is an absolute bargain. Bargain. I was so happy. But yeah, that was my bargain.
It was a bargain, to be honest. I've seen her spend stupid money on them gel bloody polishy things.
Oh yeah.
Guaz says, I thought your stream went well on Tuesday. Lots of new buyers that came back Friday. Yeah, it's always good. Yeah, do something different and you get some new people in. The bail opening, I didn't really make any money on that. I made a very, very tiny, modest profit during that stream.
But you didn't lose money.
I didn't lose money. But the main problem was that out of the 80 hoodies that came out of the bail, 26 of them were unsaleable. So we took them out and it's like, we can't sell those. They were too dirty. They had a big hole in them. So when you buy the bail and you think to yourself, I'm going to get about 80 hoodies, so that makes them X amount each. But all of a sudden, when you have 26 of them, which is almost 30% unsaleable, that hits massively into your profits. Because if I'd have sold those, that would have been my profit. You know, the full sale of 26 hoodies would have essentially been my profit for the night. But I have contacted the wholesaler, complained to them. They're going to take them back and they are going to send me back in return, apparently, some decent stock. So,
but on the plus side, he has had some very positive feedback from the people that received their hoodies and we're very happy with them. So there we
Yes.
go. Creases and all. Richard says, "Where's Cookie? Can I see?" It's a her. Can I?
Don't get her up.
I'm not getting her up. She's curled in a little ball down here,
Yeah.
nice and quiet.
Who was that?
Richard
Richard Payne.
Foster.
Oh, Foster. Well, if she gets up in a bit, Richard, then we'll get her up. But while she's quiet, we have to leave, otherwise she mithers us
She's been
forever.
pecking my head all day. Oh no, you've read that one. I'm way
Oh, I
behind
was going to
you.
do the next thing, wasn't I? I was going
Go
to do
on
Sale
then.
of the Week. Let me see if I can just get to the bottom of the chat, otherwise we lose it, don't we? Phil says, I'm wearing the tee that I bought from Chris's Whatnot today. Arrived on Sunday. Great stuff. Mrs. loved the pins. Oh, I sent you a message, Phil. I sent you a message on our Discord just to say that thank you for buying the pins and whatever else you bought. But also, if you wanted more pins, just give me a shout and I'll see.
He's got lots.
I'll see what I've got. Tell me what you're looking for.
I got repetitive strain the other week when the bloody bag came, and he was like, "Would you mind taking them all out of them little plastic bags?"
Richard likes your nails, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Would you mind taking them all out of them little plastic bags and putting them all here in a pile? And it was like, took me ages, didn't it?
Yeah.
Literally sat there taking all these bloody pins out of little bags,
Oh,
just so
it's a
Chris can
horrible
put them
job.
all back in again.
Yeah. Lisa, where did you get them from? Saeed. I got them from Saeed, which I bought from quite a lot. Can be hit and miss, but like any wholesaler. But the one thing they are good at, if you do complain to Saeed, they do tend to sort it out.
Dalboy said he bought a bundle of motorbike clothes off a friend last week for 50 quid, and he sold for £325. That's a nice little profit. Isn't
Sold
it?
what?
Motorbike clothes.
Always do well, though, don't they? Dave ABL is always picking up his biker gear.
Alan said, "Chris, if the person doesn't contact you, are you going to have 2 duck races?"
No, the person has contacted us. Johnny John is there.
Hey! So no 2 duck races is the answer.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We have a
Message you on
claimant
Insta.
of the duck race. Thank you, Johnny John. If you want to see your winning duck, you'll have to go back and watch the end of last week's show.
Oh, we did put there, Chris, how can I claim a prize? Apologies for the delay.
It's okay. You are forgiven, Johnny John. All is forgiven. Right, let's crack on.
Kathy's joined us. Hello.
Hi, Kathy. Better late than never. What's first? Sorry.
Bell's Cozy Corner's joined us too.
Here we go.
I hope and pray we can sell it all on eBay.
I noticed how you skimmed over that comment off Graham. He said he's got 245 gel polishes for sale. He skimmed over that, didn't
Graham, stay quiet, please. She's just bought 8. She's got enough to go on with. Right, sale of the week. Let's share the screen. This is my sale of the week. I couldn't find anything interesting other than a high sale, so I'm just going to share that. Let me present the screen, share the screen, blah, blah, blah.
Once Love said, not buying this week. We got the keys to our new house this week.
Oh,
moving in a
nice.
couple of weeks. Definitely not buying t-shirts. Probably, maybe. We'll see.
See you there, Paul.
Congratulations on your
congrats.
new home and
That's
good
nice.
luck with the move.
Is this like first home or is this just a house move? Let us know. Right, sale of the week is whoopsie daisy, not that one. This is sale of the week. It's a pair of fairly high-end Air Max trainers, which originally came from Trainer Lady, and they sold on eBay. I think these went for 120 in the end.
Cool.
And they went to eBay's authentication, and I just got an email this morning to say they've all been authenticated and they're being sent to the buyer. I actually got a message from the buyer this morning who was really fretting because they said that they got delivered and they hadn't received them. And when he had a look at the address, it wasn't his address. So there was me panicking. But then I thought straight away, oh, it'll just be the authentication center. So I did double checked, and yeah, it was. So the buyer wasn't even aware that the trainers got sent to eBay to be authenticated first. So yeah, not everyone sort of understands the process. But anyway, reassured them, and they're being sent on their way right now.
Cool. TK says he's just spent £150 on a Miley nail kit for one of his kids for Christmas.
Wow.
£150.
Are you mental?
That's a lot.
Who's that?
Tea Cakes.
Tea Cakes, you got more money than sense.
If I had more money than sense, I would definitely spend £150 on nail polish.
That's a lot on nail polish stuff, isn't it?
ABL says, if anyone wants some advice on how to lose money on clothing bales, I know a guy you can talk to.
Graham says 42p each, babe.
Graham, just like let me know what you're selling them on. Is it eBay? Where is it? And I can have a gander.
I will say this, she is pretty particular about what kind of nail varnish stuff she gets.
As long as
she's like, oh, this one's
as long as it's
this one.
It has to be the gel stuff that goes under the lamps, like the UV stuff. But yeah, let me know.
Oh, welcome to the club, Paul. Third move in 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun, is it?
No. Somebody said to me, it's I sent them a picture of the Christmas tree being up and they were like, oh, it's your first Christmas in your new house. I went, yeah, we've had 3 first Christmases in the last 4 years. I'm like, we're done. We need to like stay in one place.
Dave had a good sale. Foul Raven, if that's how you pronounce it. Jacket paid 20, sold for 225. Nice.
Very good.
20 quid for that. That's good.
Les wants an update. Did your error ever turn up? Yes, it did. The error turned up and now we can dry clothes in 48 hours rather than 4 days to a week. Woohoo!
No, now what we can do, babe, now we can dry clothes just on one little bit, like a little bar.
We have to keep moving it around.
You put your jeans on that thing, it dries the bit where the bar's touching it and the rest is sopping wet. Brilliant.
We're still working on it, all right, but it's better than it was. And if nothing else, it heats the conservatory up. So when I'm sat working in it, I can stay warm. So
Tap Peddler said, I get that with GSP sales. Yeah, I get it quite a bit with GSP. It's like, why is it gone to this place in Litchfield? It's like, I don't live in Litchfield. I live in the United States of America. Yeah, not everyone gets it.
Rosie Marsden's with us. Hi, Rosie.
Listed on Facebook, Graham says. Maybe you can contact Graham. Why don't you send a message to? Are you on Instagram, Graham? If you are, send Belle a message, and sure she'll have a look at what you've got there for that kind of price. Even I'll endorse that one. Not that you need my endorsement. She'll just go and buy it.
Look, if I'm paying 42p for
I'm happy with that.
even with postage on top of that.
Yeah, if you can get a few in one go and then pay postage, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's better than paying £8
Do you want some for Christmas?
£8 to £10 per bottle.
Do you want some for Christmas? Can be your Christmas present.
Thank you.
That wasn't a yes.
I don't want to wait that long.
Drying sheets 1 inch at a time. That's it.
Paul says, I feel like the littlest hobo, the amount of house moves I've had.
Phil's had his obligatory sale on our stream. Did sell 4 items at £7.59, so they don't count.
Steve's put there, I got bored waiting for Belle after she picked up the 5th shade of purple, so I went to play Donkey Kong. Well, I had to open. You couldn't see on the bottles what colours they were, so I had to open every bottle to have a look.
Yeah, she took ages. Jeff said Mrs. Claus has some new nail polish that is cured with UV light. That's the same as yours, isn't it?
That's what I use, yeah. I tell you what, it's a damn sight cheaper than getting them done at the shop.
Yeah, but she's still talking today about getting her nails done somewhere, and I'm like, what's the point? You just...
No. I found somebody on Facebook who does home hair cutting because I haven't got a hairdresser yet here, which I'm going to try. And at the moment, she just happens to have an offer with every haircut. You get a free set of nails because she's training. So how can I turn that down? So I might just have a nice.
I reckon she puts a price on the cost of the haircut.
No, the haircut's reasonable. It is.
Best sale, £1,900 ships radar screen, paid £5. Bloody LT cakes. That's mental.
By the way, Jeff, hope Mrs. Claus is doing okay.
We can only dream of such sales.
Yeah, definitely.
Where the hell do you pick up something like that, tea cakes? Was Belle singing along with Chico time, says Chris?
No, I was filming. My arms were aching.
Right, we're at the bottom of the chat. Shall we move on? Let's move on to... let's do this one. Oh dear.
Did it pay for the penguin?
Sorry?
Money?
No, I bought that over there. Your penguin should still be in there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Pick up of the week.
Oh, always makes me smile, that clip.
It does. I wish
It wasn't funny at the
I
time.
wish I'd have been there.
It weren't funny at the time. I had
I'd have-
people looking at me like thinking I was a bloody thief.
I'd have well kicked off on your behalf.
Would you?
babe. I would have done.
Would you? What
yeah.
would you have done?
I'd have gone, oi, you!
No, you wouldn't.
No!
You're far too polite for that. You would not have done that.
Me, you, round the corner now. Come on. Come on. No, I wouldn't have done it. I'd have walked off and left you to it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have done. Pickup of the week. Right, I bought a bundle of figures, mostly Walking Dead figures, which are going to appear on Whatnot, apart from this one that I'm about to show you, because it's a belter. But all the other figures I picked up are going to be on Whatnot next week, not this week. But I bought a bundle that cost me about £60. I think not all Walking Dead, but about 5 Walking Dead figures and a couple of other bits and bobs. I've spent about £60. And in that bundle was this figure, which is Lee Everett, the Walking Dead figure. And I did not know that this was a particularly rare figure or an expensive figure. I just thought it was another one of the Walking Dead figures, probably worth about 15 quid. But when I was, that did not hurt.
No, I thought you were going to drop it and kill it.
What I didn't
Thanks for the
realize
concern.
was when I checked the comps on this, it's worth somewhere between £60 and £80 for that. So it must be a pretty rare Walking
So
Dead.
it's not going in your cabinet then?
It's not going in my
don't have
cabinet.
that one.
No, I haven't got this one. It's not going in my cabinet. It's too expensive. I'm going to sell it. But this one's going on eBay.
It's tiny.
I know. Small, isn't it?
It's tiny.
That's what she said. Yeah. So that is my pickup of the week. An unexpected bonus. I did not expect that to be worth that much, because now if I can sell that, that's the entire box of figures paid for with just that one, and the rest is all profit.
Tap Pillar said, cover it with the sheet. We'll keep the heat inside. I bought a cover to go over it.
Yeah, we've got a cover.
It has got a cover to go with it. Stop thief. PK Nut says, how do you deal with eBay sale when the buyer wants to collect but can't collect for 4 days, but then fails to turn up or answer messages? Their feedback was decent.
For me, it's a simple one. That if they haven't after 4 days, you can cancel the sale. So just cancel the sale. Buyer hasn't paid or whatever, and yeah, they'll get a ding on their account for that. So that's fairly easy, and then just relist it. PK Nuts.
Monkey Fish said, I had a positive feedback for a kettle. The thing was they bought a clock.
That's funny.
Oh dear. Clearly they've bought multiple items, haven't they, and got confused.
Kelly says, radar screen, forget that. I sold a DVD for $2.99. Postage was $1.20.
PK Nuts says Lee was nearly the falling dead. Well handled, son.
He was the guy that found Rick and his little girl got killed. I don't remember his name. I don't remember him at all. Yeah, don't remember him. I mean, that's the cartoon.
What does it weigh in
that's
grams?
that's the comic book version, but yeah.
What does it weigh in grams?
No idea, Gwaz. No idea. Chris keeps all those figures in bubble wrap like Steve Carell's character in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Thanks, Jeff.
No, they're definitely all in a cabinet on the landing.
No, they're not in bubble wrap.
TK says, bought an Olympus voice recorder. Didn't really look at it as it was £3. Got home, still see them worth 200 to 300.
Yeah, nice.
We need to go shopping with TK.
I know. Where's he bloody go for his stuff?
ABS has just finished watching Fear the Walking Dead. It was total pants. We gave up, didn't we?
Yeah. And that's something for me. I mean, we've got all the new Walking Dead stuff to catch up on. We've been waiting for it all to sort of come to an end so we can watch it all at one or in a couple of sittings anyway. But yeah, the Fear the Walking Dead, I wasn't overly keen on it. I think we got to
it was hard work, wasn't it?
I think we got to about 3 seasons in, and it kind of drifted.
Right, come on, let's do something else. Let's have a game.
Okay, before we have a game, let me just say some thank yous here. Oh, the comment's still on the screen. Some thank yous. Big thanks to all our members: Yorkshire Mix, Matt Selstuff, Glamour's Closet, Paul Daubney, GT Preloved, Cy, Chris Smith, Rachel Nash, Phil Higginson, Brooke, Tam Solo, Secret Carper, Hillary Rhodes, Steve O, Anything Vintage, Just Luke, I'm a Reseller. Not in today, is he? Sam, Mick Page, Drink and Dive, The Monkey Thrifter, Fix It for Reselling, The Dave, Soul Steps, Santa, Andrew Milburn, Proza, Dave ABL, DB Resells, SB Reselling, Emsden UK, Andy Incognito, and West Lancs Flips. Thank you all so much. I really, really appreciate all your support on the channel.
And a partridge in a pear
Oh, it's a lot there, isn't there?
Right, come on, let's have a game.
And what do you want to do?
Play a game?
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Okay, you ready?
Alan says he sold a Walking Dead Monopoly all in French to Belgium. Like you do. Yeah, we watched the first thing, didn't the Daryl Dixon spin-off was pretty good. We watched that, haven't we?
No.
We started watching the Daryl Dixon one, didn't we?
No, we haven't watched any of the spin-off.
Oh, right,
yeah.
okay.
We will do that. We'll do.
Don't know then.
Okay, are you ready there? Can you see it?
Okay.
Right. So what I want to know is I'm going to show you an item and I want to know how much it weighs in grams. Anyone can take part. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you win, you'll get a prize in the post from me and Belle. And I'm going to set a timer. So you're going to have probably about 30 seconds, but you'll see a timer on screen. And I want to know how much this weighs. How much does this Walking Dead figure weigh, please? Guaz got it right. So how much does it weigh? I want to know in grams. Only in grams. Only one entry per person, please. If I see double entries, you will be barred. If you go over, you go bust. You've got to be under or on it. And I'm going to start a counter in a minute, a timer. We'll start a timer.
Cheap Charlie's joined us. Hi, Cheap Charlie.
Hello, Charlie. We've got some guesses coming in. That means we can go with the timer. Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
That's it. Time up. I'm going to put end in the chat. Any guesses after the word end? And you go bust. You are out. Here we go. End. Coming. People still guessing. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Liz, I don't think you got the bit where he said you could only have one guess. She's had 3.
Bad. Bad. Have we got a winner?
We do have a winner. And
A
Liz, it was almost you with 2 of your answers. But the actual winner is... Oh, I forgot who it was. It was Junie. The answer was 85 and Junie guessed 80.
Oh, close.
So very close.
Well done, Junie. Can I have the pen a minute?
But it made me laugh because Lizzie got 65 and 78. So had Junie not put hers in, Lizzie would have won it. So close. But so
I know, but then the chat would have kicked off because she had 3 goes.
Well, we'd taken a first answer, which was 65, which
Yeah.
would have still been.
The first answer only.
Yeah.
But it was pretty close, though.
Yeah, that was very close.
Junie, you got it.
Well done, Junie.
Send me a message, Junie. Send me a message, Facebook or Instagram. You know where I am. And well done to you. And Lenny's attic is way late, way late. Closer.
Junie says you can give it to the next person as I won last week. Well, the next person is Liz. So if you don't want it, Junie, then we will send it to Liz. Well done, Liz.
There you go.
Even if you did cheat and put 3 in. But we will take your first answer is still the next closest one anyway.
Okie dokie. Right. What else we got on? What else we got to chat about? We have got an oh no to do. It's not a very good one, but we can do it anyway. Here we go.
Oh no.
Okay, this week's oh no. For the last few weeks, I've had a permanent how would you call it? A permanent list of returns and a permanent list of cases open, mainly for items not received. Only a small list, but it's annoying when it's never clear. And this morning, I had the all clear. I had all my returns closed, all my item not received gone, and then I was just listing some stuff this morning, and two, bang, one after the other, literally, there must have been 10 seconds between them. Item not received. One was where something says delivered. There's a photograph, there's GPS, there's everything on it, and it says delivered. They're claiming it's not delivered. So fingers crossed eBay should back me on that one. That's quite an expensive item as well. So fingers crossed eBay will back me. And the other one is just an item that's really, really late being delivered. So I'm trying to chase that one up with every. But yeah, it's really annoying when you kind of clear the decks and then two come in. And it's like, oh no, this is going to be like another 2 weeks now before these disappear. But it's all part of the game. You got to deal with it. This is what being in retailers, you got to deal with returns. You got to deal with complaints. You got to deal with stuff going missing in the post. But yeah, that's it. I just say to you, don't worry too much about it. But it's just a bit of a no-no from me because when it's a pain because when you feel like you've cleared the decks and then they come in again and it starts all over again. It's a never-ending cycle, really, to be fair. And especially when you start getting to a level of being a full-time reseller, you'll just have a constant trail of returns. It might only be one, might only be two. And then you get the odd case opened for not as described or item not received. And that's it. You just get this constant flow. But there you go. That's life. That's the life of a reseller.
Right. Put this down.
Go
on. Elaine's asked if she can have Junie's prize for her daughter. So we're going to send it to Elaine Parks.
Okay.
And Liz, you can just have one anyway, just because you're family. So we'll send it. Don't worry.
Stick it in her birthday card.
Oh yeah, I'll put it in your birthday card. Thanks for reminding me. How do you remember that?
I know these things. Elaine Parks, okay.
Oh, but Junie says she's still waiting for hers from last week.
It's been lost in the post. Open an item not received case, Junie.
Fluffy said Bella had to stop importing Halo tackle nail toppers because it was costing so much, but their polished top coats are so pretty. Yeah, if it's expensive, I try not to buy it. I try to just rummage around and wait until I get like opportunities, like I did on Saturday, and buy a load for £1.
Lisa says, I hate it. I swear eBay limit views and sales when you get returns unless you're a massive seller. I used to think that, Lisa, but of the last sort of 6 months, I don't think they do anymore. I've kind of changed my opinion on it because I've had a permanent stream of returns cases. I've even got a chargeback bank thing as well that's looming over me as well. So I've had these looming, hanging over me for forever now, but it seems like a permanent stream. And I don't think it's really affected me, so I don't really worry too much about it anymore.
Yeah, don't worry, you guys. Elaine, we're going to send one out to your daughter. If you want to tell us your daughter's name and we can sign it to her, then we will do. ABS, so Chrissy's telling fibs. The worst bit about being a reseller is that you get sick of having caviar for your afternoon tiffin. Deborah said, oh no, have you ever had a can of full sugar Coca-Cola roll off your worktop and explode all over your kitchen? Now that's a no-no.
No, because I don't drink full sugar Coca-Cola. Deborah's adding.
No, but I did buy for me daughter-in-law's birthday some of those balloons that you put, the confetti in, and I very, very carefully, when after we'd used them, was deflating them. And I got to the last one and it popped. The whole bleeding kitchen exploded with confetti, and I'm still collecting it now, and that's from June. I still move things and there's bits of confetti there.
Tam Bell said, I got my whatnot super quick, well packed. I love my big transformer. Yeah, you did well with that, Tam. You did well with that. Are you keeping that? Are you selling it? I don't care what you do with it, but I'm just wondering, is it a keeper, that? It's just missing the door, isn't it? I don't think it was missing anything else.
Delboy said, I had someone complain about a £20 item I sold for repair last week. Couldn't even be bothered after reading the message. I just told them to keep it and refunded. Just not worth it sometimes.
I did have a return opened last week for an item that I obviously missed some damage on. It was a coat, and they sent me some pictures of some of the seamage and stuff in the inside that I missed that damaged. It was only a £20 coat, so I just refunded them. I said, just keep it. It wasn't worth me spending sort of £5 to get it back and then not be able to relist it anyway. So I just let them keep it and I refunded them.
Speaking of returns, Liz, while you're on, I managed to get a 50% return on Eric's advent calendar after sending the pictures of how damaged it was. So hopefully he still enjoys it and he can still dangle his little things off the tree. But yeah, I'm getting 50% back.
That's good. Graham said, I'm in the same boat and a big seller. And Tap Peddler also said, I get a fair few returns with electronics. Never really see issues with sales. Yeah, to be fair, when I first started, I used to think, it used to feel like, because like Lisa said it before, it did used to feel like you got punished for returns and cases and stuff. But I don't think it does anymore.
What's that? It says urban
myths. Yeah.
YouTube guilty. Gotta have something to make a video about.
Yeah, true. But I mean, I've probably made a video about that in the past, but it's only what you feel at the time. But you know, it's not made out of thin air. It's just because that's what you feel like.
AC Global Reseller says, I don't believe eBay restricts you. They want your items to sell, as that's how they make their money.
Yeah, definitely.
Tango 2 Pints is with us. Hello.
Hi, Tango. Oh, time about keep it. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're keeping it. Maybe you can find a door, Tam, somewhere. Maybe you can go on eBay and see if they've got any spare parts hanging about. I'm sure you've looked anyway.
Jeff says the perfect summary of the frustrations of dealing with customers is in the movie Office Space when Tom, don't know how to pronounce that name, the jump to conclusions Matt guy tells the Bobs he deals with the shite customers.
The problem with that, Jeff, I don't know the film. I mean, I know that of the film, but I don't recall like watching it. So that's lost on me, but I reckon there'll be a few people in the chat. But thank you for sharing that.
Phil says I get virtually no returns in my niche. A few items not received, except in the run up to Xmas, so I'm bracing myself.
It makes sense, like with the stuff that Phil sells, you know, with the coins and stuff. I can't imagine many people would return them.
Jason said his first decent week of sales this week.
That's good.
What have we got next on the list?
We've done most things. So shall we talk about this week on Whatnot? It's going to be Whatnot Wednesday. Yes, it is. It's not tomorrow. Whatnot Wednesday, 7 p.m. And it's all t-shirts. It's called Terrific. That's what the show is called. Terrific. And it's all TV, movie, cartoon, pop culture, gaming, all that kind of stuff. All those t-shirts, all different sizes, both brand new and used. We'll be auctioning them off at £1 starts. So please pop along Wednesday if you're looking for some t-shirts, maybe some Christmas gifts or just some cool t-shirts for yourself. We'll see you on Wednesday at 7. And this week's podcast, the Everything Reselling podcast, is on Friday at 1 o'clock. So it's not the normal Thursday this week. It's Friday, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Because we're busy on Thursday, aren't we?
We're on a spa day.
Yeah. Friday, 1 p.m. And it is with Dungeons and Joypads. And he's going to talk to us about how he started his website how he sells a little bit different. He does things a little bit differently from a lot of resellers, and he tries to take things off eBay and sort of avoid the eBay fees and stuff. And he sells in a slightly different way. So it's going to be really interesting to hear how his business operates. So if you want to tune into that, then that's Friday 1 p.m. for the Everything Reselling podcast.
Tamabel says they're going to have a look, Chris, but if not, they're going to call it battle damaged.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Anything Vintage has joined us. Hello.
Ah, hello, Anything Vintage.
CK
Good to see
says,
you.
according to the miss, I do everything wrong and it doesn't seem to affect anything. Lisa said, City are playing tomorrow. Thanks for letting me know, Lisa, because he hasn't.
Yeah, so it's Wednesday then. What not Wednesday? Guan says, any chance of a sneak peek?
Why not?
You
We've
want a
got
sneak
time.
peek? I'll grab a few and then I'll show you.
Jeff said, Office Space is a must watch, made by the guy who created Beavis and Butthead, and Jennifer Aniston in it, which is nice.
All right. Never seen that. All right. Okay, here we go. Here's a little sneak peek. I've just picked these up from the end. So a little sneak peek.
Ooh, that's bright.
It is neon, isn't it?
All smell fresh and clean.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted me Febreze for earlier?
No. Here you go.
Transformers, robots in disguise. Oh, what's that one?
It is Toy Story, I think.
Oh, it's a mashup of Harry Potter and Toy Story.
Is it?
It is. Look, it's Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
I didn't even notice that.
And it says the chosen one.
Oh, that means nothing to me.
Because that's what the little things say with the claw, the chosen one.
There you go. That's your sneak peek. All different sizes.
said to Spa Day, you lucky thing.
Oh,
we are.
blimey.
We got it on a Groupon, or should I say, I got it on a Groupon deal to treat Christopher to a little bit of a relaxation day. We're going to have a little bit of a mud ritual thing, bit of a relax, and then we've got an woodland hot tub to go in.
Nice.
It's freezing.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Hope there's somewhere close.
I didn't even want to walk the dog earlier, let alone go and sit in a bloody hot tub.
It's not the sitting in the hot tub; it's getting to and from the hot tub that I'm not sure how that works.
I'm not looking forward to that either. Tango 2 pints. I've got a first today. Customer 0 feedback. Registered today. Bought an expensive item and paid. A bit nervous. I won't worry about it, Tango. I don't even look at people's feedback. It's best not to look, because there's loads of people who find your stuff via Google and they just buy and register there and then.
Yeah.
So I won't even worry about it. Do not even give it a second thought. It'd be absolutely fine.
Bill said 13 sales in the last hour. I'm going
Bloody
for
hell.
a record tonight.
That is a lot.
Kathy said a guy sent an offer to us via message. Replies with offer didn't want to accept it, so I added best offers to the listing. He sent a lower offer. That didn't work.
No.
And Jeff said some of those teas look like they're glow in the dark.
Yeah, they might do. They might be black light ones.
I said try a black light.
Yeah, well, I'll have a look at that.
Can we get it like the Goonies? Secret likes the Goonies. Roll on Wednesday.
So yeah, if you want to be in for any of those t-shirts, I mean, those particular ones might not fit you, but I've got loads more of different things.
Have you got different sizes in them ones?
No, they're one-off t-shirts.
They're just one-off t-shirts.
Most of them are one-offs. So if you haven't got your size, you haven't got your size. But I do have some brand new stock that I have multiple sizes of. So fingers crossed.
Steps has joined us. Hello, everybody likes the Goonies one.
There's going to be a fight for Goonies.
George says, how did the Whatnot bail break go? Not managed to watch it yet.
It went okay. We didn't lose money. The problem, like I said before, was that there was a lot of unsaleable clothes in there, so that kind of put a downer on it. But the vintage company are going to take that back off me, and have apologized, and they're going to reissue me some quality stuff. So all's good in the end.
Hi, Gwaz.
What we were going to do next, babe? We were going to talk about live selling. Let's talk about live selling, because like this year has seen a bit of an explosion of live selling. So we've had Whatnot and we've had Poshmark. So a lot of the clothing sellers that you're now seeing on Whatnot were on Poshmark. And also we've got eBay coming as well. eBay live selling is coming very soon. It's already being tested in the States. I'm going to share my screen.
That's a good idea from Bell. She said, if it's not your size, cut the logo out and sew it to another t-shirt.
You could do that if you wanted, Belle. I mean, Belle's crafty, so she could do
she's
that.
Very crafty. I've seen her living room. She's very crafty.
So if you search eBay live selling, you can actually go and have a look at the kind of stuff that the States are getting with this live selling. This is the ebay.com site, not .co.uk. So they have this beta stage going on at the minute where they are selecting certain sellers to live sell. Unfortunately, it looks like there's one live here at the minute. Let me just refresh this page. Let's refresh that.
Yeah, don't worry, Tam. I noticed that she put Lego and not logo, but I thought I'd ignore it.
Yeah, at the moment on eBay USA, there's over 10 live sellers at the minute, but you can't view it on the desktop. You've got to view it on the mobile app.
Same as Whatnot, though, isn't it?
Well, you can view it on the desktop, but you can't bid. You can view though.
All right, I thought it was only an app. So
No,
how
you
do you
can
get it on desktop?
just log in on desktop and you can watch it, but you can't buy anything when you're on a desktop. But here I can't even view the stream, so you have to view it. So if you wanted to go and have a look what the eBay live selling is all about, you can watch it on your app. Just search for eBay live selling. There's loads of people selling here.
Go eBay.
So yeah, it's coming. For sure it's coming. When, I don't know, but they're still in beta in the USA. So, but it looks like they've got the infrastructure and it is going to come. So my question is going back to what I was saying, is live selling actually going to be, the future for reselling? I mean, it's not for everybody. That's the problem. And not everybody wants to stand there and sell. Not everybody wants to, sell in that fashion. But
it does become addictive, though.
It's
well.
addictive.
When you realise how quickly you can flip your stuff in one evening and make, if you're lucky enough, make a decent amount.
Yeah.
Then it does become addictive, because why list stuff on eBay that could potentially take months when you can literally get rid of it? Yes, for a smaller profit.
That's the trade-off. The trade-off with live selling is that generally, although I have had instances where stuff has sold for more than what I would get on eBay, but generally you have to accept a little bit of a lower price. But for the quick flip, right, these are the things. You get a quick flip, no photographing, no listing. What else? That's it, really, isn't it? They're the main things.
Get to listen to cool tunes.
Yeah. Quick flip, no listing, no photographing, and your money's back in the bank, ready to go again.
And as we're finding with people like, Lana and Steve, not naming any names, it becomes very addictive for the customers too. And that's the other thing. People don't have time to change their mind like you do. You watch an item on eBay and then you talk yourself out of it and you don't buy it. People become engrossed in the online auctions, and before you know it, you've bought something. I've been there. I've done it. Chris does it all the time.
I'm buying loads on Whatnot, and I'm a seller as well. But...
Seriously, right, guys, we had Steve and Lana around last night, and we were all waiting for tea, and I sat there, and
this is true.
Three of them were on Whatnot. Sat there in the living room.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
We were all on Whatnot, like different shows.
No, you and Steve.
Me and Steve were on the same.
We're on the same, and then Lana was on something different.
But yeah, anything vintage, Amanda's got a point here. You do have to be confident to do live selling and don't mind being on camera. But some people don't actually go on camera.
I've not seen some people. I don't even know what they look like.
Some people you don't know because they are just showing you things like in front of the camera with their hands and stuff.
You're not on the camera much.
Yeah, not really. No, not as much. But I will be this week because I'm going to be selling
if
those.
You're still with us, Lynn, good night. Thank you for joining us.
But I think there's a massive place for live selling at the moment, and I think it's only going to get bigger. And if you get an opportunity to join and do some live selling on one of the platforms, I would do it. I would at least try it and see how you go.
ENG said live might revitalize the auction selling mode on eBay.
I'm not sure. It's a completely different ball game to an auction.
There isn't a lot of auction stuff now on eBay, though, is it? I do feel like most things are buy it now rather than auctions.
Yeah, I don't think the live selling thing will reignite any of the auction thing. It's a completely different ball game. I mean, yes, it's an auction, but that's the only similarity.
Do you know, half the time I won't do auctions because I can't bother waiting for them.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you find it and it's 5 days, I can't be bothered waiting.
Yeah, you don't want to wait,
I'm
do you?
like...
That's the thing. That's the Amazon Prime thing, isn't it? Everyone wants something right, like immediately.
And that's what
tomorrow.
You get from the live selling. You get
it quick.
You get your purchase quick.
Yeah. Oh, I see that. Like it. Bid, bang, dispatch the next day. Most cases.
Jason said, "Guess you would have to be selective in what you're selling on the live selling."
It depends. You could do categories. Especially when eBay comes on, because eBay is known for selling in multiple categories, whereas Whatnot's a bit more known for certain things. But eBay's got multiple categories. Here's an example. This last 7 days, I've done 2 Whatnot shows, around 3 hours each show, would you say? About 3 hours each show.
I think you talk about the hoodie one.
The hoodie one and the other one
was about 4 hours.
Right. 3 to 4 hours each show. Don't pick your nose on stream.
I'm not. I'm scratching it. Got itchy nose.
Yeah, I've done the 2 Whatnot shows this week, and I've earned roughly, give or take a few quid, roughly the same amount as the entire week on eBay. So 2 Whatnot shows versus the whole week on eBay, just as a normal buy it now listings.
Bearing in mind, one of those shows you didn't really make much.
And I didn't make one of them. I didn't make a lot because
so all you did was make your money back.
Yeah. But when I say, hang on, let's just clarify here. When I say made the money, turnover, not profit. Turnover is probably the same as eBay. Profit probably similar as well by the time you take all your fees and cost of goods and stuff. But that's what it can do. Now you imagine if you on a regular basis, I did 2 shows a week, or if you guys came on to the platform, did 2 shows, it could increase your income a lot.
And none of your items that you were selling have sold for high prices on both shows. He probably had a handful of items that went over £10. Pretty much, even in the hoodies, everything was going for £10 or less.
Yeah,
and
there was a few over, but mostly
not many though.
No,
like I said, you could probably count on one hand how many went over. And the same on Friday. Most of your items were £7 to £8, so they're not even like high ticket items.
Yeah.
Phil says, I use Phone Link to broadcast my phone to my laptop. That's how I enter giveaways on your Whatnot, as you can interact directly with the app.
Interesting, Phil. You would have to do something technical and not just be normal, wouldn't you? Lisa said, are eBay still going to take like 13% on live selling? I don't know, Lisa. I don't know what the fee structure is. I've not seen that. I would imagine that it's just going to have its own fee structure. It'll probably be something that rivals like Whatnot, because that's the main rival, isn't it?
What Ponsel said, I think selling will kill off the standard auction side of eBay, but I think its popularity just now is just because it's new. Standard eBay listings will always win. Yeah,
I think you're probably right in the long run. But if you could source enough, this is the problem with live selling, is sourcing enough stock. That's the problem. And because if I sell 60 to 80 items, which is what I do when I do a wall show on Whatnot, I sell 60 to 80 individual items in a 3 to 4 hour slot. You do that once a week, that's 300 odd items a month. If you do it twice a week, you can double that. So it's very tricky sourcing your stock. That's why this week I'm changing it up and I'm doing t-shirts, because I need a bit of a catch up to restock on the toys and the collectibles and stuff, because it takes a bit of time to gather that stuff.
I think we noticed on Friday, even though anything that Chris sells is always a reasonable item, but there was no what we'd call banging items on Friday, and that's where you notice the difference, because you need some of those really good items that are going to get people sort of interested, or multiple people interested.
Yeah,
and you kind of running out of those, aren't you? That Lana, I can't resist.
Yeah, Delboy Dan says would work more for niche sellers, but not really for everything seller. I don't know. I'm an everything seller, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm an everything seller, but what I do is I try and sell in a niche on Whatnot, and I would probably do the same on eBay. There's no I don't think there'd be any use like on an eBay live selling show, like just selling random stuff out of your eBay store. I just don't think that would work. What I would do is I would select a category to sell for a couple of hours. I'd sell, you know, men's clothing for a couple of hours, or women's clothing for a couple of hours, or toys for a couple of hours. That's what I would do, and that's what I do on Whatnot. If you might remember when I first started Whatnot, I kind of did a bit of everything, and I learned as I went along that doing a bit of everything on a show isn't that great. So it's better to have a little bit of a niche at the time of doing your show. It doesn't mean you have to be a niche seller. Like t-shirts, I'm not a niche t-shirt seller, but I've got enough t-shirts in stock to be able to do an entire show, maybe another show next week or the week after.
You do always have a t-shirt up for sale when you're doing your toys and stuff, and we know that people like them.
It still fits in the category of collectibles and pop culture, so kind of still fits it.
Helen says I wouldn't want to do a live as I can't plan in advance due to health.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not going to be for everyone, Helen. It's definitely not for everyone, but I think it's worth sort of bearing in mind. And just even if you monitor it, see how it grows, see if there's some opportunity for you to take part.
Glass says nice pickup with the killer clown, Chris.
Which killer clown?
I don't know. I was waiting for you to tell me. So
I don't know.
I wasn't aware of that one. Have you bought something recently?
No, don't think so. What have I bought, Gwaz?
Deborah says you can't get quicker than a quick flipper. Say it fast. Kathy said live auctions are bad for gambling addicts. I would agree there, because it is. It does play on that addictive sort of bidding and auctioning and winning something, even if it's just for the freebies.
Yeah, I think auction is dead. I don't think you're far wrong, Lisa, to be honest. I mean, eBay tried recently, didn't they, when they rejigged the shop schedules to give us more auctions. But I when it first come out, I thought, oh, that's great. I'll do more auctions. I haven't done because they don't work for me, auctions. I don't see the value in them as much.
And Blabber said, try this for the thick eBay buyer. Put a video of an item that has a countdown clock to see if someone will be prompted to buy. Junie says, need to check out this Whatnot thingamabob. Keep meaning to, but can't do Wednesdays. One Chris says, I've got a uni lecture online.
I don't know. Well,
it's a bit like Pringles. Once you pop, you won't stop. Shame there's not an app for live selling on YouTube, as there's no fees. But
if they had one, there would be fees, though, wouldn't there? Definitely, there would be.
So says waiting for lives to sell vinyl records on Whatnot UK, US, Whatnot. Massive for vinyls at the moment.
It'll come, Steve. It'll come. Definitely, you'll see it soon. Somebody will do it.
Anything Vintage said, I saw Lola and Cherry Pete on Flipping Room podcast. They do the live selling from the rag shop. It was interesting to hear about how they do it live reselling. Delboy said, got to have good following on social. You have a good amount of followers from your channel. Obviously, that people join and follow if you sell similar things.
We are lucky in that respect.
We definitely helped when we started off, but we are sort of noticing now that the more people that are coming over, that we're getting probably a 50-50 split now, aren't we, on people from the channel
and people who don't know.
People that have just come from Whatnot. Yeah. So it's gradually starting to even out. But oh God, definitely, if we hadn't have had the people that came and supported us at the beginning, then it would have been a lot harder to build it to where it is now. And it's still only small, isn't it? The Whatnot, it is still only small. I mean, I don't know if anyone's been on it, but most of the shows that Chris does, you're looking at maximum maybe 40 people on an average, 30 to 40 people. So it's not like we're getting masses in. And that fluctuates. They don't, people will come in and go because they go into different channels and stuff. I mean, Friday, you were kind of peaking at mid-20s, weren't you? 20, like, I don't
That
think
was probably because everybody was on Whatnot on Friday because it
Yeah.
was Black Friday. And basically on Friday, there was no fees for sellers. So everybody had a show on Friday.
Yeah.
Jason said motivation to list is a big one for me. I'd say live would probably be quicker. Oh, it definitely would be quicker, Jason.
Yeah.
But what you have to do is you have to sort of prepare yourself to earn less profit on your item. Because that will more than likely happen. It doesn't always happen, definitely not always. But the quick flip, it's addictive as a seller to have that quick flip as well.
Graham says eBay Live probably won't take promo fees, so live fee would be higher.
Who knows? Who knows what eBay would do? I would imagine if they've got anything about them, they would do a fee similar to the other live selling platform. Paul says, I love the stuff I've got from your Whatnot auctions. Some are to keep, some to sell. I probably wouldn't have bought them on eBay, though. I see the two platforms completely differently. There you go. Yeah. And I think like eBay Live and eBay, I think it will be like two different entities. I don't think, I mean, obviously you'll have your store and it'll integrate, and probably on your shop front, you'll be able to advertise your live selling hours or whatever your slots for live selling. But essentially, I do think that the two will sit separately, and some people will like live selling and some people will just like browsing for stuff. And the thing about live selling is it's just about what you see in the moment and whether you like it and whether you want to buy it. Whereas if you're actually searching for something for specific, you're always going to go to eBay. But it's the fun of buying live and maybe getting a bargain as well. A lot of the time you get something cheaper than what you would if you bought it, buy it now on eBay.
Been anything Vinci said they applied to Whatnot, but never heard from them.
Mither them.
Mind giving them a live selling a go.
Amanda, you need to mither them. You need to message them, send them a message on Instagram. Tell them that you've seen all these people being granted access to selling from Poshmark and whatnot. I have to stop saying that. Just you have to message them and mither them and say, you know, can I get on the platform?
Once I've said, in other words, you must be hypnotizing me into bidding.
Must be, yeah. Must be this voice, this sultry tone of voice.
Delboy said the other thing is time of day. As most people work, you're then working evenings as well as daytime, not for everyone.
That's a good point, Dan. A lot of people are selling during the day as well. I mean, a lot of the clothing sellers have been selling during the day. And I would like to, once I've got enough people following the channel, I do want to do more daytime, because that way I'm not infringing on my evening time, which at the moment, you know, I'm giving up an evening, but it's worth it because for the amount of sales
that's coming in. Sweeping into 2
Listen,
evenings.
do you want to go on holiday in January?
3 evenings with tonight.
I've already told her. You want to go on holiday in January? I've got to work hard and I've got to sell.
Fletch one said, Nick and Andrew do live auctions. How do they get away with that? On YouTube.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. You can do that, Fletch. You can. I've done that. And we've done live auctions on here, haven't we? That's fine because everything's private, isn't it? You're doing you're basically having a private sale with somebody.
It's hard work, though.
But it's such hard work. I would much rather pay Whatnot their 8% plus 3% processing fee, so about 11-12%. I would much rather pay Whatnot that fee and have every sale organized. I get my label generated automatically. I get video receipts. Every single purchase on Whatnot, you get a little video receipt. So what the system does is it starts recording a few seconds before the end of an auction, and it records the moment a purchase has been made. And that feature came in really handy this weekend because one of my buyers was a little bit confused about what he'd picked up. He'd bought like 5 items. He wasn't sure what he got and everything. And he messaged me and said, can you just clarify like what I got? Because I wasn't sure what I got. So I went through all the video receipts and you can see it. And that's why you hear me when I'm selling. That's why you hear me repeating things, because I know it's been recorded for a video receipt. So you repeat the name of the person that's bought it. If I have something that's a bit damaged on the item, I always, just before I put it in the bag, I always put it back in front of the camera and say, now you do remember that I said that it had this little bit of damage on the corner. Are you okay with that? Yes. Okay, in the bag. That's all recorded. And it's dead easy. You can just click video receipt and you see it. And that is worth its weight in gold, that kind of stuff, because it makes the process much easier. I'm never doing one of those YouTube auctions again. Remember that last one we did with all my toys that I was clearing out?
Yeah.
It was a nightmare afterwards. It was a nightmare. I was chasing money up from people, and people wanted to pay with PayPal. Some people wanted to pay with
But that's
bank
the thing,
transfer.
isn't it? With whatnot, it's instant payment as well.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm happy to pay the fee to make life easy.
Kathy said, do you see many buyers who are not resellers or in the YouTube community? Yeah, we've got about
Quite a
50,
lot.
we've got about 50-50 now. So yeah, we're slowly getting a following of whether they're now YouTube followers, because obviously he does mention that we have a YouTube channel, so whether people have then gone and followed us, but we have got.
I do think, I think the tipping point is just going over a little bit now. Obviously initially we were relying on a lot of people coming from YouTube and knowing us and from Instagram and stuff, but now there is a little bit of a tipping point where we're seeing a lot of new buyers and stuff.
But we also have the cohort, the die-hard ones that have been there from the beginning that are now completely addicted, that come back every week.
We've got some amazing buyers who just support us so much and just always buying stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Sandra Parker has joined us. She said people only need so many things, e.g. clothes, etc., then they will stop buying.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I feel like people just come back and just buy all the time.
And like Once Love says, he buys and he keeps a few bits and he sells a few bits. And if he can make a bit of profit on the stuff that he's selling, then that helps pay for the stuff that he bought for himself. And that's kind of the way I work sometimes as well. You know, especially when I'm buying collectibles. Like if I buy a job lot of like figures and stuff, like movie figures, you know, I might keep one or two and then the rest I'll resell, and it kind of helps pay for your collection.
Jeff says the whatnot's quite right to bid is strangely addictive. I know a guy who was bidding against himself one time.
Yeah, who was that? What a silly Billy.
Thanks, Andy. He said hit that button.
Thank you.
Thanks, Monkey Thifter. 103 watching, 42 likes.
Yeah, and Lana's got a good point here as well. eBay probably won't make live auctions that easy. Yeah, they'll probably put a lot of stumbling blocks in, and as usual, eBay will make their own little rules up that are different to everyone else's. But from what I've seen, to be fair, from what I've seen of the USA eBay live auctions, which you can access, you can go and watch them yourself and see what they're like. It's very, very similar to Whatnot. The whole layout of the screen and everything all looks very similar. But I guess it all depends how it works in the background, and that'll probably be what the difference is.
This is, holiday in January. Tenerife, it's hot. Celebrate Belle's birthday.
We've already got a little trip booked away in January, Monkey.
We're off to sunny Florida again.
We said we weren't going to go back.
The one place we said we weren't going back to.
Yeah, but we got a belting deal to go back to Florida, so we're going back there.
We did.
So Belle can't complain about Whatnot at the minute because I'm working really hard on Whatnot to try and pay for a Florida trip.
And I'm working very hard, saving money too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I have money saved up.
Really?
Yes. You keep making out that you're paying for all this holiday. I have money saved up.
Oh, good.
So don't
we'll be able to eat then while we're out.
Yes, we will be able to eat when we get there. But it'll be the first time. We've been very, very, very fortunate to go to Florida a number of times now. But this will be the first time that I get to celebrate my birthday. Chris has celebrated his birthday there a couple of times. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, we're not planning on doing the parks this time. We've done the parks to death. We've done like Universal and Disney and...
But
we've done them to death. We're not doing them again.
Is it Kevin who lives in Lakeland? Not Lakeland. Is it Lakeland? Yeah. We're planning on a trip to Lakeland, Kevin.
So we might see you there.
We missed you last time, didn't we? So yeah, you never know this time. We might actually make it. Chris says, what percentage does eBay Live in America deduct from you?
I've got no idea who said that.
Chris Tyler.
Chris Tyler. Not a clue. Well, it's what we said before, Chris. Is I'm not sure what the fees are for eBay Live at the moment. I've not seen that information.
Once said you buy some to keep, you buy some to sell, and then you fall down a rabbit hole and start collecting soda bombs.
But when you're ready to let them go, you can let them go and sell them.
Graham says that they'll start asking for item specifics on the eBay Live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to fill in 26 item specifics for every auction that you're doing.
Elaine, you're going to visit Santa Bell. We are planning on visiting Santa.
But not on this trip, I don't think.
No, it'll probably... I want it to be, hopefully, if we can manage to save some pennies, I want it to be this time next year so I can see the parade that he does.
Yeah, Belle wants to go at Christmas time, really.
Well, it won't be Christmas, will it? It will be Thanksgiving.
Well, it's basically Christmas, isn't it?
Belle said Belle has a real job. Yes, Belle has a real job. If I was you, Belle, keep your money and treat yourself. No, I am going to contribute.
She will. She always does. She always puts £50 in the pot.
I always contribute a little bit. Jeff said, have a Florida-themed whatnot show, Gators, Disney, Universal, afternoon under thunderstorms.
Can't really ship anything out, though, can I? Can't do it. Anyway, are we ready for duck race, do you think?
Yeah. Oh, God, we're on 26 minutes past. Yeah, duck race.
Right, you keep people talking. I'll get the duck race going.
Yeah, no, it's quite a distance away from Florida where Santa lives, isn't it?
Yeah. We thought about it, haven't we, whether we could do it or not.
When we were trying to figure out where to go for this holiday, it did come up. We were considering doing it in January, but I really, because it's a long way to go. It's going to be an expensive trip. I don't just want to do where Santa lives. I want to do a few other locations that are on that coast. So, yeah, I want to be able to plan it a bit better and do it when we want to do it. I really don't want to rush it. Really want to see Santa and Mrs. Claus in. In my luck, we'll do it and it'll get cancelled.
Yeah.
There'll be something that'll go wrong and it'll get cancelled or something. And that'll just be my luck. But I'll still get to see Santa. I'm going to bring me Santa to letter and post it in his letterbox. Because I'm a big kid like that. Just a reminder, while we're starting the duck race, that all the winners between now and Christmas will also be added into our Christmas Day special one-off duck race where I actually need to dig it out of the cupboard because we literally have a box in a cupboard that we've been putting gifts in and I have no idea what's in it now. I really need to go through it and figure out what we've got for this hamper for you guys. But yeah, so anybody that wins between now and Christmas will be added along with the other 96 people or 95 people we've already got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it won't be 95 because we've got multiple winners, haven't we? And some. So it'd be interesting to see. We have no idea how many winners we'll have.
There's probably somewhere between 70 and 80.
So we will be going live very briefly on Christmas Day, which
we don't know when.
Steve did ask us if we have a time, but we haven't yet. We will let you know closer to the time so you can prepare for it. But we won't be on long. It'll just be a wish you Merry Christmas, do the duck race, and leave you all to enjoy your Christmases with your families. And for those that don't know how to enter the duck race, once this stream is finished, if you then go back onto the video and in the comments section leave a comment, you will automatically be entered into next week's duck race. Are we ready?
There you go. That's it. Yeah. Well fluffed. Jeff says it's 600 miles from Central Florida to Rallywood. Yeah, it is quite a drive.
I think that's a bit far to do a road trip. The person Belle works for is self-employed, so not a real job.
Well, technically, no, not really, Andy, actually, in Belle's case, because Belle works for the police. So the police is a government.
I was going to say that.
Public organisation. I don't know.
Self-employed? No, I'm definitely work for the man.
I could understand if she worked for like a company or a business, then yeah, but not with the police. But I understand your sentiment there. Oh, Jason's off. We've not even had the duck race yet, Jason. Right, are we ready for this? Are we ready for this? Duck race, did he say 95, 96?
96.
96, nearly 100. Here we go. Let's get the... Oh, that's the wrong one.
Feeding the ducks.
I know, press feeding the ducks. Ready to do the comments we do?
No, it's your turn.
Oh, why? Why are you making me do it?
I'm getting a headache.
Right, here we go. We're ready for the duck race. And the ducks are off. And they are straight out really quick. RS leads with the Panda Duck. 1-1 at the top with Space Duck. Kimmy Kitty, Armsy, Flip and Phil, Helen, Peter Ray, Lane Parks, Kimmy Kitty, Heavenly Boots, all very close up at the front. AMPR in the middle of the pack there. G Double and Titch towards the bottom. Phil Higginson has got the police helmet on this week. Ian G up at the top. Cartoon Head. 1-1 and Heavenly Boots currently leading. Andy Incognito's close up there. Richard Payne in the Pink Duck. And Presby Girl is now leading with a naked duck. Jason Entwistle is also a naked duck. There's quite a few naked ducks at the front of the pack there this week. Frey Antos is now leading the pack. Kimmy Kitty is close. Chris Tyler is Super Duck. Paul Clement with the King's crown on. Armsy is now leading the race. Jack of all trades. Peter Ray very close at the front. Towards the back of the pack, we've got Carol McDonald coming through the middle. Jamie Vu, we've got Limelight, Vinty, and Shabba in the mermaid outfit. That suits him. Ali Evans there at the bottom. We've got, who else? We've got Tim Housden, Mike and Francis, Flogsome Togs, Mick Page. Anyway, back to the front of the pack. Jack of all trades. Is that Trump? That's Trump, like isn't it? Yeah. Trump Duck. Leading the pack by quite a way at the moment. Tam and Bella are also close with Tip at the bottom. Pixel Fix coming through with the Punk Duck. It's a bit of a close race there with the three at the bottom. I bet you none of them win it. Oh, we've got a big change coming in here. You can see the change in the waters. Retro Hawk, Ali Evans, and Karen Evans all leading the pack. Who's going to win out of these three? I bet it's none of them. What do you reckon? None of those three. It's going to be someone from the middle of the pack somewhere. Pixel Fix is going to come through. Pixel Fix comes through. Pixel Fix was up there and then sort of held back and then came back.
Aerodynamic hairstyle that did it for them.
Yeah, it was the Punk Duck. Punk Duck. Well done to Pixel Fix. Please send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, Pixel Fix. And also, you are the winner of a colour-changing duck as provided by Mr. Crummy. I've not seen Mr. Crummy in the chat tonight, but Mr. Crummy has provided tonight's prize. So a big thank you to Mr. Crummy. It's a colour-changing duck mug.
Wow, that sounds cool. Chris said so much for my Super Duck.
Yeah.
Pixel Fix's first win, so they are now,
finally we've got a new winner.
They are now part of the Christmas Day duck race as well.
Yeah,
so
Pixel Fix will be in on Christmas Day. We're going to have to issue a list of the runners and riders for Christmas Day, like after we've done the last race before Christmas, so that everyone knows who's in the race for sure.
You know what's coming, Santa, don't you?
Yeah, Santa. I hope you're keeping that list in order.
I hope you're checking it twice. But yeah, it'd be good if we could find out what that is.
Thank you, Elaine.
Yeah, thanks, Elaine.
Anyway, what have we got
Elaine,
coming up?
Did you give us your daughter's, before you go, did you give us your daughter's name to put on the little...
Well, you need to send us a message, Elaine. Send me a message. I need your address. I need some information about what you want on that.
Jeff says, how many ducks was that, Chris?
71, Jeff. 7-1.
3 more races till Christmas Day.
Only 3 chances left to get in the race. Yeah.
Santa's very good at his spreadsheets.
Indeed.
He keeps us well in order.
So what's coming up on this week on the in and around the channel? Well, we've got Whatnot on Wednesday. We said that 7 p.m. We've got t-shirts on Whatnot this week. And Friday at 1 p.m. we've got Dungeons and Joypads is joining me for the podcast. We're talking about how he does things a little bit differently than a lot of resellers. So if you want to listen to that, if you want to tune in, you can either tune in live on YouTube or you can follow the podcast on Spotify or any of the other podcast channels. There's a link pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to go and click that, that'll take you to the spot to my podcast website, and it shows you all the different places where you can go and listen to that. So feel free to go check it out.
What do you need, Chris?
What do I need?
Oh, Elaine was saying, no, you just need to send him a message so you can get hit.
Well, I need your address for starters.
Your address to send your thing.
Otherwise, I can't send you anything. I need your address, and if you want anything writing with names or anything on, then you need to let me know.
Yeah. Andy said it's December next week. It's not. It's December this week.
When is it December?
It's December
Friday.
on Friday.
Friday's December.
Yeah.
Wowzers. The sooner it's bloody spring, the better.
Thanks,
It's
guys,
freezing.
for all the ones that are wishing us good night. Kathy said, thanks for all the fun, said Junie.
And thank you to two people, actually, Lana and Ali Evans, two people that noticed and spoke to me and said, where was this weekend's video? As opposed to last weekend.
They've learned from last week.
Yeah, so yeah, at the moment, well, I've not really got any car boot footage, and I'm trying to focus on getting the podcast going and getting that right. We're kind of I've got the 2 live shows per week, and I've got whatnot, so I'm kind of a bit overrun with stuff to do. So I'm kind of just taking a tiny bit of a back seat on the pre-recorded videos, unless I get a car boot video, which I might have next week, actually, depending on how we go on Sunday. Yeah, I'm taking a slightly back seat, but there's a lot going on, so I have to be careful I don't do too much.
Oh, Elaine said, what was it from the heavy game? We didn't tell you because it's a surprise. It's a surprise what comes through the post for the This Is Heavy. So
you don't get to know. If you've got a name of a person who you want it to go to, you probably need to tell me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all we say with the This Is Heavy is keep your expectations low.
And Jeff's got good, This is it, Jeff. There's only so many hours in a day, especially like last week I did 2 whatnot shows, 2 live shows on YouTube. So it takes its toll. You just got to be careful you don't do too much.
We didn't win. No, Elaine, you didn't win, but you asked Junie about having hers. So we said, because the other person that won is my sister, so don't worry about that. We'll sort her out. So you can have Junie's prize. So it's fine. Just give Chris a message on one of his platforms, whether it be Instagram or Facebook or wherever, and we'll get something sent out to your daughter. Okay.
If you want to enter next week's duck race and be in with a chance of being on the Christmas Day duck race, don't forget to come back to this live show when we have finished. Make a comment, and I will put you in next week's duck race. But only get 100 ducks, and we have got close. I think we've been in the high 80s. So at some point, we're going to sell out on those ducks. Anyway, I think we're done, babes.
We're done?
We're done. I need to go to bed.
You want me bell end?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Right. I'm going to say good night, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you popping along. And I'm going to leave you with the bell end.
Yep. I will echo what he's just said. Thanks for joining us. It's always a pleasure for you that you choose to spend your Monday evenings watching our waffle. But yeah, without you guys, we would be nothing. So I'm going to finish off by saying, you create your own opportunities. Success doesn't just come and find you. You have to go out and get it. Bye.
Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you want to catch up on another one of my videos, you can try one like this or one like this. They're both good ones. Give it a go. Or you can subscribe by pressing this button here. There you go. See you later. Cookie was quiet tonight.
Me too.
Oh, God.
I feel it.